Welcome everybody to the return of DMT or Death Metal Thursdays with Pat. On today's episode, the first one of the year and the first one of the season, I decided to go back to the very beginning and the most popular death metal band. One of those highly influential death metal bands that got me into death metal in the first place. And of course, I am talking about Cannibal Corpse. So go grab your guitar, tune it down or up to standard E flat, and let's get ready to rock. This song is a classic Cannibal Corpse song, and it's off of their fourth album, The Bleeding. And the name of the song, Stripped, Raped, and Strangled. Awesome track. But before we get to that, let me remind you that if you want to request a song, or if you just flat out want to show your appreciation for the series and the channel, please consider becoming a patron to the channel. A little goes a long way and we surely do appreciate it. For as little as $2.99, you help us out tremendously, and we can certainly use it. And if not, just drop me a like and drop me a comment in the comment section down below to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. That way, YouTube shows this video to more people and we help death metal grow. Alright, let's go. This is the main riff for the song. Remember, this is tuned down to E flat standard, so just a half a step below standard E, and standard E flat sounds like this if you want to tune to my guitar. Alright, okay, so we started off on the F sharp chord, which is the second fret on the low E, and then fourth and fourth on the fifth string and the fourth string. And it sounds like this. We hit that twice. Then we slide down to F, natural F, which is the first fret, then the third and the third. And then we play the open E chord, which is this guy right here, which is the open string, 0 on the low E, and then 2 and 2 on the fifth and the fourth. That sounds like that. And then we just resolve to G, which is this guy right here, third fret, fifth fret, and fifth fret. So third on the low E, which is the sixth string, and then 5 and 5 on the fifth and the fourth. Now play it together slowly, sounds like this. Alright, and then we play the open E power chord 3 times, fairly quickly. Just like that. So, all of it together sounds like this. Alright. Speed that up. Alright, so there's two very distinctive guitars. We have a lead guitar and then we have a rhythm guitar. The rhythm guitar is just doing the chugs on the low E, so it's just doing this for now. Now on the third time, the rhythm guitar actually speeds up and it goes like this. So instead of hitting that open E chord fairly quick, we do 4 hits instead at a more controlled pace. Now on the rhythm guitar, there's a little tremolo part where we just tremolo pick that open E string. So it's basically sped up a double time. So it becomes this. Alright, so that's the hardest and fastest part of this. Alright, so after we're done with all of that, we'll start playing the actual chords, which are minor third chords, which are 1.5 step apart. And they're very easy to play. They're basically just like power chords, but backward, inversed, reversed. So the chords we need to play here are the 4th fret on the low E and the 2nd fret on the 5th simultaneously. So together, sounds like that, dark sounding. And then we raise that by half a step or 1 fret over to the right. So that's it. That's 5th fret on the low E and the 3rd fret on the 5th. So within the context of the song, it sounds like this. Alright, pretty simple stuff. Now let's get to the lead guitar. Alright, so on the lead guitar, the chord part is actually going to be divided onto 2 different parts, and it's the same notes, just in different octaves. So instead of playing these chords, we're we're only going to play the root note and then the third note, but we're actually going to hammer on and pull off on them instead of playing them as chords. So it's basically really the same note. When we play the chords, we're actually playing the G sharp and the B, and then the A and the C. We're going to do the same thing, but instead of doing this, playing them as chords, we're actually going to hammer on and pull off on them. So again, G sharp and B, and we want to do that, and then we want to raise that by half a step to the A and the C, and then just hammer on and pull that off. So it becomes this slowly. Right? Now on the very last time we repeat that, we are actually going to raise that by an octave. So we're going to play an octave higher. Same notes, just an octave higher. So we're going to move this G sharp from here to here. Same note, just an octave higher, and that's the 6th fret on the 4th string. And now this is where it gets interesting. What we want to do is we want to do a hammer on, pull off on the 6th and the 9th fret on the 4th string. Right? So that's what we want to achieve. And we want to move that up a half a step to the 7th and the 10th fret on the same string. Alright, so that is played over the chords. So slowly, it sounds like this. Again. You can actually just play it like that, you know, with hammer-ons and pull-offs, which is the way it's supposed to be played, I think. Or you can actually tap those notes, so you can use your finger or your pick. I prefer using my finger, but, you know, my preferred method is this. And that's it. That's the whole intro. That's the whole main riff. So played slow, it sounds like this. Alright guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to check out some more riffs, there's a link to the playlist down below, or you can check out any of these videos. I'll see you guys next time. Pat out, metal on, dudes.